Hello and welcome back. So today I'm out here for Street Machine magazine and I am shooting Tim Cross's insane 8-second 1969 Capri. It's got a Godzilla built by Frank Dandy from Dandy Engines, the one and only, and it's got a 2650 Harriet blower. It's making 1,090 horsepower. So let's check it out. So I'm going to test this out. My first exposure, I'm polarizing the glass. And for my second, I'm going to polarize the paint. And my focal point is remaining the same. We've finally got a nice balance of just using the light to get the paint to pop. So we don't want it looking flat, but I love the way the car's positioned here. I like that we've got the layers of the pebbles and everything, the rock in the background, machinery above. I could technically flip it and shoot this way, which I might do after a few photos, but I kind of really like this hero shot here. I like the contrast with the colors and I like the different levels as well. So I'd rather put in a bit of time and play with the light, play with the polarizer, and then once I've knocked out the hero shots, then I can reposition the car a little bit. So usually I would use the flashes to fill in the shadows, but because it's quite overcast today, sun's peeking out right now, but that's like the first time since we've been here, and the light's been flat. So instead of filling in the shadows, I'm just going to be using the strobes to make that paint pop, so we get that nice colour and all the details of that. I've just done an exposure for the glass, which is polarised. But I also actually fired the flash twice consecutively. So the way that they're synced up, it's not super high speed. So the first photo, we've got flash on the car and it's instantaneously taking a second shot and they won't actually have time to recycle. So the second photo is identical without the flash. So if I'm editing and I go, you know what, I prefer the ground without the flash, I've got two versions with and without. Oh wow, yep, that's perfect. That's it. Got the angle, got the lights, got that tyre popping. That's what we want. See the difference it makes polarizing the side. The difference in that paint is crazy. Just levels out everything. Just really helps getting that color accurate. We don't actually have a shed to shoot in, which is why we're doing this fully outdoors. I usually do the details in the shed at night, but we can make do. So yeah, I'm going to do the boot, I'm going to do some more details, got to get that interior lit up, and we'll move on to the engine bay.
Tim's no stranger to radial racing. He actually bought the Capri 15 years ago and dropped in a dark Windsor. And after a few years of running high sevens at the track, he moved it on, only to find it for sale as a roller 5 years later. He couldn't resist bringing it home once again, and after initially running another Windsor, Tim decided to recruit Frank McKeesey, who I lovingly refer to as Frank Dandy, who convinced him to ditch the small block for a 7.3 litre Godzilla power plant and top that with a Harriet Supercharger. Running on E85, the Street Strip combo is making plenty of horses, and it's all managed through a Fueltech FT600 ECU. Most of the engine is still stock, apart from the valve train and a belt-driven inlet manifold. The boys eliminated the variable valve timing when they threw in the cam, and other than that and a set of valve springs, the internals are all original. Backing it up is a reed case power glide from ProTrans, paid with a custom circle deconverter out of the US. From there, power runs through a chromoly tail shaft into a floating 9-inch rear end. The suspension is coilovers up front and leaf springs in the back, and a trick steering rack relocation to sharpen up the handling. Body-wise, the Capri shell was in pretty decent shape, although Tim swapped the guards and boot lid for fiberglass panels, went through a few colours before landing on that perfect shade of blue paint. And when he's not running 8s at the track, Tim swaps the drag radials for a set of street tyres so he can take the family for a cruise. And that's a wrap on the Capri shoot. Thanks for coming and having a look behind the scenes. I really love this shoot. I love the location and the contrast in the paint colour. I hope you've enjoyed it, so let's take a look at the pics.